Hey, Doc.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
Pretty good.
You know what? Look here. Now, everybody been talking about the Martin Luther King corridor. You hit me with a very important point this morning. We was driving up Martin Luther King Drive.
Yeah.
All right, now they built a monument here.
That's right.
They got this street, put up curbing and everything.
Right.
And we stress how beautiful this monument looks on Martin Luther King Street Drive.
That's right.
And it's only 7 blocks, I think, anyway. But you brought up a very important point. Why did they bring the street here? Fix it up here, but down here, bumpy, nothing was ever done on it. How do you do that in this community? Then they just passed Splosh again. What say you, brother?
What they done, they came in here and they tore these people's street down here, and they never did come back and reclaim the street. Now, when they had it under construction, we asked them, was they gonna come back and redo the street to make it a smooth riding street like all other streets on the north side? They say they were. But that's been almost 2 to 3 years now, and they just tore these people's streets and they ain't done nothing about the streets. And people down there, when they had it under construction, people was getting mud inside their houses, man, from how sloppy of a job they had done. They don't do nothing right over here on this is the south side. This is the south side, and this is where they killed the city, man.
And one other thing, as I showed you all that where Doc Robinson a few days ago down here with those holes, we already showed you that. Now, this is what we are going to start doing here in Valdosta, because it does no good to go before city council, because number one, you can't call the people that you elect into office by name. They can't respond to you. That's a fact. If you go to county commissioners meeting, they have a restriction on people recording, and if you sit in the audience and you have an iPhone, you can forget about it, because if you use it to record your mother, your father making a presentation for historic records seen from the street, the Lowndes County Sheriff Deputy will come and get you and escort you out of the Lowndes County Board of Commissioners meeting. It's like it's closed governments here. It's much like what the KJ family are going through in just trying to get information released to the general public. I'm gonna close on this note, but we want you to know that when you travel Martin Luther King Drive, we want you to look at other streets around the college on the north side, and then compare it with Martin Luther King west side and Troop Street. They'll talk about other streets. Go take a ride down Troop Street. I'm contending that they are the worst streets in the city of Valdosta, Georgia. Close me out, my brother.
We attended the Metropolitan Planning Commission meeting 2 weeks ago, and it's all white. There's no black representation, no ethnic group, no Hispanics. It's all white power setup, and all of the construction all the way from 2013 the projection to 2040 is in the north side. There's no construction plan for new development on the south side, and we are 58% here in the city, and we need to build up our voting power, and we got to make some changes here.
One other thing, speaking of change, it seems to me, Doc Robinson, that the black people and white people in Brooks County or Quitman is advancing more than along the lines of diversity than Valdosta, this metro city. Do you not know that they have a black mayor over in Quitman? And do you not know that it's not getting the news coverage that I believe it should get? And so there's something seriously wrong, as Reverend Robinson have just said. We just left Antioch Baptist Church because we too believe in the Jesus that you believe in. But we just believe that you gotta have some economics, you gotta have some self-pride, and above all, you got to have the truth.
And you got to have some money on the south side. And that's what we determined to get, and we're not gonna stop until we get some justice. And we're gonna keep on with these same type of videos. We're gonna, in other words, we're gonna keep it in the frame. And that's what we're gonna do. And we're not gonna give up, because we got to have some money over here. They just built a school in our neighborhood for $18,400,000 some odd dollars. And we didn't get any of that money. We didn't get no people no jobs. And they built a bridge for $70 million. We are excluded. So bottom line is we left out.
Over and over again, we see very few blacks working on any of these construction around here in Valdosta and Lowndes County. Then we wonder why the black kids are filling the jails and prisons, because their mothers and fathers cannot find jobs. And these black children and white people know this. And so we can keep filling the jails and prisons and probation rolls while we keep going to church and mosques and synagogues and temples hollering hallelujah, hallelujah, and hallelujah, but our children continue to be made to look less than human beings.
And we got to have this money on the south side. There got to be some development over here. It can't continue like this. It's not going to continue like that.
All right, thank you, my brother. This is the Ghetto Free Press, reporting what others ignore. It's just that simple. Bye-bye.